Why dating for modern women fails. Dating for an average 20-year-old guy has become a habit of scrolling through social media, leaving comments, and sending DMs for a rare chance of getting a reply from an attractive girl. While an average 20-year-old girl is lying in bed, getting hundreds of DMs from other men willing to pay for her attention. She herself doesn't see the consequences of how all that attention is boosting her ego through the roof, and only being able to date higher-ranking men that won't commit to them, while men are able to date anybody lower than them. That's why you'll see millionaires go to high-end restaurants or Chick-fil-A or McDonald's and be able to date the waitresses. But you'll never see a millionaire female that will ever go to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A and be attracted to that guy and date him. Name one time you've ever seen that. Which leads to...
Once you wake up and realize that modern women don't want to be with just one man forever, you'll be able to conquer the world.
This here for the single mothers that want a man but you can't tell a child nothing. For example, if we about to ride out somewhere and I look in the back seat and I see a child is not in a seatbelt, and I tell him put his seatbelt on. And right before we pull off, I notice he doesn't have it on. And I say, didn't I tell you to put your seatbelt on? And then you come in and say, well, we haven't pulled off yet. He's going to put it on. That's a no-no right there. That's a conflict. You cannot do that in front of a child. The stepdad already has a strike against him. He's not his dad. And number two, he doesn't have your support, because if he did, you would have been like, well, didn't he tell you to put that damn seatbelt on? And what that does to the child, it makes him think like, I don't have to do everything T say, especially in front of my mom, because my mom got my back. But a lot of y'all women want somebody to accept you and your children though. You can't even tell them nothing.
Men, you listen, men are supposed to wait. Men are supposed to, traditionally, you lot are supposed to worship the ground we walk on.
Okay, wait, hold on.
This is can I finish?
Should we be traditional? Should we be traditional then? Iman, drop the traditional, please.
This is a problem with society. This is a problem with society. Traditionally, you are meant to worship the ground we walk on. You understand? We're meant to be here, you're meant to be there. That's why it's different. That's why it's different. If God has blessed you with your queen, you better just grab her. Guys, I mean, look at this magnificence. You know, perfection. I'm a queen, darling, do you understand? I'm a woman. Superior gender, do you understand?
You can't make this ish up.
My own bills, paying for my own hair, my own nails, everything. Now that the experiment is done, you women have proved what men have been saying all along. When I posted this video about cooking and cleaning being life skills and not gender roles, men pushed back by saying that women do not want to be traditional women anymore, but they still expect men to provide. I legit ratioed all the men who said providing was not a gender role, because I thought women had an understanding of this, but technically we do not. We legit proved their point that women still want men to provide, but they do not want to be traditional women, quote unquote. Pause and read, but some women were like, no, you should always have your own money, but you should use his as much as you can. Therefore, that's saying I want the perks of being a modern, independent woman, but I still want a man to provide in that traditional role. I was called masculine, I was called a pick-me, and I don't give a damn. I'm always gonna speak the truth. Pause and read. But yes, the men were right when they said that women want the financial independence that comes to being a modern woman, but they still want men to be traditional.
Well, according to the MGTOWs, you Western men have been sold a lie. You were raised to believe a Disney fantasy. Work hard, be a good man, treat your wife well, have children, retire in your golden age and enjoy what you've earned. That's the way it should have been. It's what your parents and society told you it would be if you were just a good husband and provider. But as you got older, you saw the glitches in the matrix. You became aware that something was rotten in Denmark and every other Western culture, where women seem to be going way beyond the desire for equality, which is a just and noble goal. But the women in your culture became loud, vulgar, aggressive, physically unattractive, and you notice it from the sidelines of your life, comfortable in the belief that it didn't really affect you because
You can't make this ish
still
up.
paying my own bills, paying for my own hair, my own nails, Now that that experiment is done, you women have proved what men have been saying all along. When I posted this video about cooking and cleaning being life skills and not gender roles, men pushed back by saying that women do not want to be traditional women anymore, but they still expect men to provide. I legit ratioed all the men who said providing was not a gender role because I thought women had an understanding of this, but technically we do not. We legit proved their point that women still want men to provide, but they do not want to be traditional women, quote unquote. Pause and read, but some women were like, no, you should always have your own money, but you should use his as much as you can. Therefore, that's saying I want the perks of being a modern, independent woman, but I still want a man to provide in that traditional role. I was called masculine, I was called a pick-me, and I don't give a damn. I'm always gonna speak the truth. Pause and read. But yes, the men were right when they said that women want the financial independence that comes to being a modern woman, but they still want men to be traditional.
Stop saying any and everything to your man. Your job is to support him, to encourage him, to uplift him, to speak life into him. Expecting for this $30,000 to $50,000 a year nigga to give you $1 million lifestyle. Y'all bitches don't want to build with these men. Y'all want bags. Y'all want cars. Y'all want clothes. Y'all want Chanel. Y'all want the Louis and the Gucci. Y'all want the Balenciagas and all of that shit. And when he can't provide you that, but yet and still, he was good enough for you in the beginning, but now that you done got comfortable in your relationship, you done got comfortable in your marriage, you over here every opportunity you get, he say one wrong thing, you're cussing him out. You're talking to him fucked up. Oh, in the beginning, because you had a love drought, it was cool. But then you over here running around with these hoe bitches. This bitch over here, you taking advice from, picking up bad character traits, fucked up attitude. She can't get to keep a nigga. You listening to her and you coming back and bringing this nasty attitude and this language. He gonna go over, then he gonna leave your ass after he can only take so much. And then go over there and find him a woman who does know how to speak to him, who does know how to encourage him, who does know how to support him. Who every time he open his mouth, it ain't a damn argument, it ain't a damn debate. Don't no man want to hear that shit. Too many single women out here talking about it's a shortage in men. No, bitch, it's a shortage in men who refuse to deal with your ass. It's a shortage in men who want to deal with your mouth. And then y'all wonder why, talking about y'all curving niggas. Bitch, you ain't curving these niggas. These niggas is curving y'all ass. Have so much, women altogether have so much that we have to offer. And yet you offer so little. Sex, I get all that. Yeah, that shit ain't nothing. When you don't know how to uplift your man, you don't know how to encourage him, you don't know how to build. Start learning how to build and stop destroying. Everybody every woman I meet, I'm loyal. I'm loyal. Yeah, bitch, you loyal. But your mouth is reckless. Your attitude is shit. Don't no man want to deal with that. He can't take your ass out in public. Y'all upset. He don't know if you're going to embarrass the shit out of him. Get in there talking loud, yelling and screaming and hollering. He don't know. Ladies, you got to do better. Wake the fuck up. That man ain't going to stay with you forever. Just because he love you and your pussy good. And he love your kids, he'll get up and walk away from all y'all ass. And go and start him a whole new family with a whole new woman who will do everything that you are unwilling to do. Now is the time to start. It's a new day. Every day you wake up with a new breath of life in you. Utilize that. Start taking some different steps in the way that you talk to your man. Handle him better than that. You got a whole nigga, you ain't got to treat him fucked up because, bitch, every day you wake up, you choose to be there. That's what you like. That's what you've been dealing with for years. So stop complaining and deal. Find a way to stay and shut the fuck up. Quit calling these men bitches and hoes. That's your king. I call mine God.
Dressed today and have on a tights and a halter top, and a man honks at me, it's my fault.
It's the fault of both. If you dressed in a way, you don't believe that a woman can dress in a way that can lure a man to him?
That's just like saying if a woman puts on a tight dress, she deserves to get raped.
No, that is not saying that. Yeah. Because regardless of what a person wear, they don't deserve to get raped. But at the same time, let me make this example.
Please.
There are some men that drive a very fashionable car and look a certain way. And sometimes that look attracts certain women. There are certain looks that a woman can have on that make her appear that attract certain men. That's just a fact. You go buy a car because you're attracted to the look, even if you don't know the engine, how it works.
But that doesn't mean that it's our fault.